Hello, everyone. Uh, Today is not a usual silver stacking video day for me. I have several silver stacking videos. This is much more in the vein of my other hobby, or one of them, comic art collecting. Uh, I just came back from the Connecticut ComiCON at the Mohegan Sun Arena yesterday. Had a great time, as always. This is the sixth year of the show, and I've never failed to have a good time. It's a tremendous show if you get an opportunity to go. But being a Northeasterer, I live in Mass. My two big shows are Boston Comic-Con and Connecticut Comic-Con. And as an FYI, Connecticut Comic-Con has just changed their name as of the end of the show on Sunday. They are now ComiCON, but you can still find their homepage at ctcomiccon.com, and then do the whole Facebook, Twitter thing. I'm not on those, but I know he gives tons of information. The show promoter and the ComiCON owner is a really nice guy, and he puts a lot of effort into making sure that the fans have a good show to go to with good guests. And the Mohegan Sun Convention Center was a tremendous venue. I'm trying not to use the word tremendous a lot, but it's really the only thing that describes it. So anyway, so between all of the shows that I go to, as far as Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Boston, Comic-Con / ComiCON, and some other small shows, I've become a bit of a convention art guy. And one of the things I got into after seeing so many people have them and look at other message boards is what they call a jam piece. And a jam piece is when you just have different artists add to a theme. I've seen headshot jam pieces. I've seen full body jam pieces. Obviously, that's what you're looking at here. I decided a couple of years ago to start my foray into jam pieces. So I kind of got a hold of my go-to commission guys. Talk about talent and communication and results. The Frame Brothers, F-R-A-I-M, the Frame Brothers, Brendan and Brian. Wonderful guys. They're actually nice guys. I've met them at other shows, and I've emailed with them regarding other Comic-Cons or other commissions. So anyway, I'm going to do this one today, which happens to be a double page spread. And I gave them what I was looking for, and they came up with a couple of thumbnail ideas. And between, I think it was 2 or 4 ideas they came up with, I picked this one. And so what they do is they lightly pencil each figure in place. And then the artists that I pick finish it in their style. And so I'm going to slide these over so we get the full view. And this is how it's going so far. This is my current jam piece that I have 4 ongoing right now, but this is the big boy. Starting in 2013, I was actually kind of moving downward. I thought it might be easier that way. I had the frames. I said, after you're done penciling, pick one character to finish, because I know their style, and it's a beautiful, simple, clean style. They chose the Thing, and I think the Thing is a great piece for them because it has a lot of detail, and sometimes the detail through a comic convention can get lost depending on the artist. And so much rock and all this other in the shading and whatnot, that was great. So I ended up with Billy Tucci doing my Human Torch at the Connecticut Comic-Con in 2013. I had Alex Savick do Hobgoblin at the Boston Comic-Con in 2013. I had Tom Rainey do Daredevil at Boston Comic-Con in 2013. Aaron Lopresti do the Vulture at Boston Comic-Con in 2013. I also had Paul Ryan doing Black Cat at Boston Comic-Con in 2013. I mean, you can see a theme developing here. And then I got Ron Garney and Mark Bagley to do my Rhino and Spidey at Connecticut Comic-Con in 2013. I was a vendor. And it was having those guys, having Bagley do the Spidey, for me, was, I mean, obviously, he's one of the current big Spidey guys. Or when he was doing Ultimate Spider-Man, and also he did Amazing Spider-Man for quite a few issues. And then last year in 2015, or actually in 2014, I went to Pittsburgh Comic-Con. No, let's back up a little. 2014 at the Connecticut Comic-Con in August. I happened to get to talk with George Perez. I told him what I was doing, because basically he only does headshots. He gives you a lot, and he doesn't charge you a lot. But I was hoping to get some big names on this. I got him to agree to do my Iceman with the ice bridge and all the little cool icy things. So you got fire and ice coming at the Hobgoblin here. And by the way, the theme is Spider-Man allies versus villains. Not hard to figure out. Anyway, so having a George Perez addition on this jam was huge for me. Absolutely huge. And not that there's a bum in the lot in any of these, but it is what it is. Bagley's Spider-Man guy. Perez is almost anything he touches guy. One of my, it's hard to pick a favorite. I love the Vulture. But as I go on, Pittsburgh 2014, which was September, Pat Oliff added my Doc Ock, and Ron Friends added my Kingpin. I love the Kingpin. And also at the Boston Comic-Con in 2014, Koi Pham did a great job on Scorpion. It's his expression to me that says everything. And then I just got back from the Connecticut Comic-Con, and Scott Hanna did Cloak and Dagger. I mean, the amount of work he put into this, you can tell. I mean, they jump off the page, basically. But all the stripes, the flowing cloak, everything. I mean, he really gives you value for what you get. And that leaves Venom over here fighting with the Thing as my last piece. I have a name in mind. I had heard he's going to be at one of the local shows, but I haven't seen him. But it's not carved in stone. But also one of the things I also want to point out was if you look closely, I don't know if I can get a really good shot at the Human Torch. Billy Tucci did such a great job on the scorch lines all over his body. Looks like he just came out of the oven. So that's my big jam piece that's almost finished. I have 4 in the works, and I'm going to do another video in another week or so. I hope you watch. In the meantime, if you want to go look at some of my other stuff that I have, I've been collecting for 10 years or so. It's www.thespiderfiles.com. Comic Art and Opinion. I have a little weblog where I just go through some spider stuff and some other stuff, some personal, I like vacation stuff, vacation pics and whatnot. But anyway, I think it's a pretty good site to look at the different commissions that I've got, and comic art pages as well. So www.thespiderfiles.com. Thanks for watching, and I hope to have some more soon. And have a good day. Thank you very much.